Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to another week in my life as a law student. My name is Caroline. If you're new, I'm a second-year law student at Harvard Law School, and I vlog my life sometimes. So this is officially the second week of the semester. I'm hoping that after the stress and chaos of first week, I'm back in the flow of things, I'm more productive. I'm starting to realize that I might have taken a heavier course load than I anticipated. I think just the readings per class are more intense, but I'm enjoying it all so far, so it is what it is. Just have to study more. So something that I will be working on a lot this week is my writing credit. So Harvard requires that you do a writing credit as part of your JD, your law degree, and you can fulfill it in several ways. You can take some classes that are essay-based, so if your class is essay-based and it's over 15 pages, you get part of the credit, and you have to take 2 classes, or you can do an external writing credit, which is what I'm doing. And so my international arbitration class last semester, the profs let us do an external writing credit, which is what I'm working on now. And so I'm basically writing an international arbitration brief, our statement of claims for a fake client that the profs have made up. And I, totally could have fulfilled my writing credit through coursework, but I decided to do this extra thing because one, I'm interested in international arbitration, so it'll be really helpful for me to get actual writing feedback from practitioners in the field. Both my profs are people who practice in the field. Super excited to get feedback on my writing from them. And I just really want to work on leader writing. Often for a lot of the classes that fulfill the writing credit, it's essays. But I really want to work on my leader writing abilities. After speaking to associates, partners at different law firms, and just hearing from professors and stuff, and networking a ton, a common theme I hear a lot is they really want people with strong writing skills. So I thought this is a great opportunity to work on my leader writing, except it's a lot of work. I am happy to share that this video is sponsored by Dossier. I've really just incorporated their perfumes into my daily routine, my everyday life. If I can remember to wear perfume, theirs is the perfume that I wear. They do affordable perfumes inspired by luxury scents. And so you can try out a bunch of different perfumes at an affordable price. And the great part is, I know that you're how can I buy perfume online, especially if I can't smell it? And it is hard even now to go in stores and start smelling things. And so they have this great return policy where if you don't like the perfume, you can return it and get a new one. And so today's scents are Fruity Orange, which is inspired by Happy by Clinique. It smells like energy. I love this scent. I wear this a lot when I need a pep of energy, those 8 a.m. classes. And this is Aquatic Coconut, which is inspired by Beach Walk by Maison Margiela. I'm not really sure how to say that name, but this one does smell like summer to me. It has, both of today's scents are just very happy, scents, not date night scents, but just happy kind of everyday scents. And so I'm a fan. So I'm gonna put on my perfume today. Thank you to Dossier for sponsoring this video, and you guys should go check them out. I do have a discount code. I'll put it here and also in the description if you want to check them out. Great return policy, great scents, affordable price. What more could you want? That smells so good. All right, time to go get lunch with a friend. Okay, so quick fit check. Bodysuit Aritzia, jeans, I think also Aritzia, and this flannel is Shein. Yeah. Okay, so they opened up new seating for food, and I'm here with my friend. No. I have to do a bunch of readings for a criminal procedure, which I had today and I have again tomorrow. I'm not really interested in doing criminal law. I'm interested in the white collar corporate crime part, but not really this time traditional criminal law. I just think that it's super important to know criminal procedure because that involves the bulk of how most people interact with the justice system is speeding tickets, misdemeanors. And so I feel it's just really important to know what people's rights are. And I feel that's what people expect lawyers to know. So I just feel it's good to know criminal procedure and what kind of procedural safeguards there are for everyone. So yeah, so that's why I'm in this class. It's a lot of work though. It's a lot of reading for each class. It's dense reading and it's just so many cases. So it's a lot of work. So APALSA, which is the Asian Affinity Group at Harvard Law, partnered with like the Massachusetts Bar, like the Massachusetts Asian Lawyer Organization, something like that, to do like a little Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year event for us where we can follow along on Zoom and make dumplings. Okay, so it's not the prettiest, but it smells really good and I'm sure it'll taste really good. Okay, so my issue is it's like formed one giant spring roll that's like somehow meshed together. So I think I just try to eat it with a fork. How my parents do it, or how my family does it, is you're supposed to eat dumplings on Chinese New Year. People from different parts like have it differently, but at my home, I think my mom told me to eat it in the evening. And then for the other time, we eat something called liandao, which I'm not really sure what the English name for is, but it's like this sweet, chewy thing that you boil. Google says this is called Chinese New Year cake. Not very descriptive, but it's just like, it's made from like glutinous rice flour, and so it's very chewy, and you can either fry or you can boil it. This is my setup. I have my reading notes here, and then the textbook, or the casebook, I have like an online version of. I have the physical version. I just like having it on the screen sometimes. Happy Lunar New Year's, you guys. Happy Tuesday. I'm wearing some red today for good luck. I'm just in my room. I made that like New Year's cake thing that I was talking about. It looks like this. I promise it's good. I'm using this as a redo on my New Year's resolutions. So I've started journaling again. I'm gonna go to the gym this week, and I cleaned my room last night, but I'm not cleaning it today because that's bad luck, but I will be good at cleaning my room in the future. Because Wednesdays are my busiest days in terms of class, Tuesdays are my busiest days in terms of reading, because I'm not very good at doing my readings on the weekend. But I did try this weekend, so I am a lot less stressed today than I was this time last week because I did more work on the weekend. Fun fact, Harvard Law is connected by tunnels under every building, which are super great when it's cold outside or raining. And I think that the undergrad also has this too. Okay, so I'm back from class. I made dinner real quick. I've got my dumplings for good luck, and I've got noodles for longevity. I'm just using ramen noodles, so I'm really hoping that any noodles work. And I'm gonna do some readings for tomorrow. I just finished reading tax for tomorrow. Also changed into something more comfy. I'm gonna be honest, whenever we're assigned things from the tax code and I read it, it like makes no sense to me. It's just a bunch of words that I understand independently, but then when they're in a sentence, makes no sense. So excited to see him explain that tomorrow. Now I'm finishing up my public international law readings for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna end my video. Completely forgot to tell you guys this, but I was walking through the store yesterday and I can't remember what the context was, but I saw this professor's name on like a piece of paper. I think maybe it was a list about like office rooms or something. Anyways, I recognized the name because he was my professor in undergrad at the University of Toronto. I took him for a criminology course. He was like he taught at both the undergrad and also the law school at U of T. And now he's teaching at Harvard Law. So it's kind of cool how I had him in undergrad and now he teaches here. Okay, I'm gonna go grab lunch with my friend now. All right, my box of carbs, soup. Hello. Came back back to my room to change real quick. Anyways, I'm done 2 classes out of 3. I'm so tired. I have 1 more class to go, and then after that I'm going to the library, which will be my first time there this semester to study with a friend. And hopefully I can go to sleep early tonight. I just gotta do 1 reading for tomorrow because I already finished my public international law reading for tomorrow, so I just have to do tax. Currently walking home from the library. Ooh, and it is much colder than I expected. This is the law school, by the way, at night. Look what arrived, you guys. My new glasses are in. These are the Warby Parker ones. They're a little bit different than my old style, but I think I like them. I'm still gonna send my old glasses in to get fixed just because since I'm so reliant on glasses, I feel like I should have a backup pair. So I'm gonna have this as my backup pair when that comes back. So my dinner tonight was free. I did find out about it through email. I'm obviously on the first generation law students listserv. But in general, there's so many events that go on in the law school that provide free food, a lot of free lunches, and how I found out about those, because there's no way I can possibly be on every organization and club's list, like email list. But Harvard does this really great thing where every morning they send out a calendar of all the events of that week, and it gets updated every day. So if there's something new, it's always on there. So at the start of every week, I go through the calendar emails to see if there are any interesting events that come with lunch. So I'm sure that whatever law school you go to, there will be some kind of forum, whether it's through the school or whether through the students, where you can find out about free lunch events. Because usually law students love free stuff. So if like a club is putting on an event with free food, they want people to find out about it just so that they can attend the event. So it is very easy to find like opportunities like this. Harvard also sends out a daily email about Harvard law related news. So if a professor or an alumni or someone has done something exciting, whether they've written an article or something like that, we get a daily update on relevant news, which is super cool that Harvard does that. I don't know if I've ever shared that on my channel before, so I thought I would put that in now. I'm back in my room. I just got back from the library. It is almost midnight, so I am gonna head to bed. I finished all my readings at the library. I'm also almost done editing my video for this week, so we are on pace to have a productive week. Tomorrow I have to be up at 8 a.m. again, but I only have 2 classes, just tax and public international law. Oh, something we talked about in public international law that's kind of interesting. Sorry, this is a little bit of like a talk heavy segment. I realized I haven't sat down and like debriefed in a while, so that's what this is. Something that my prof pointed out, and also one of my friends pointed this out too, shout out to Carrie, is that it's really interesting because growing up in Canada, international law and like our role in the international system is taught to us from very young. But like even in Canadian politics and just in Canadian news and in schools, this concept of us being just one part of this larger international system is a huge part of our it's not a part of our day-to-day life, but it's just a huge part of kind of who we are. And that's not the same in the US. Like in the US, you don't really learn that in grade school. There's no this, oh my god, we're part of this larger system, larger than ourselves. In the US, it's very like, okay, we have our own constitution. Who are you to tell us like what to do? Like who are you to tell us what we can do as a country? A public international law prof was like, in order for international law to be more accepted, because some people still are like, it's not real law. It is real law. But for it to be more accepted, we have to change how we think in the US of international law. And also, I can't remember if I ever mentioned this, but my personal statement to apply to law school and also to transfer to Harvard, I talked about my interest in international law and like this global community. So I've really made it part of my personality. Hello, good morning. Happy Thursday. If I look tired, it's because I am. It's currently 8. I have my tax class in 15 minutes, so we're gonna head over to that. And then later I have an Impulsa meeting. I'm on the social committee. So I have that, and then my friend Hope is throwing a parties like / DIY bar review thing tonight. I'm vlogging. Oh, sorry.
Vlogging?
Yeah, it's called party.
It's my party?
Yeah.
You never know what's around the next corner. So.
Grab some lunch from the heart.
You never know what's around the next corner. So.
Okay, so it's the return of Face Mask Friday outros. Today's is the Fresh Face Mask by Lush called Don't Look at Me, one of my favorites. I am home from going out with my friends and I'm about to head to bed, just that I do a little bit of self-care. I feel like my vlogs always kind of trail off towards the end of the week because by Thursday, Friday, I'm like a barely functioning person. I have to be up at 8 a.m. I'm tired. Yeah, so that's why a lot of my vlogs is very front heavy, but I'm working on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel a little bit more on top of it this week. I hope that continues. Soon lunch talks will be picking up again. I'll be going to more of those, and so I'll be excited to share that. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.